Department of Space, Dr. B. Narayanan sir. Warm welcome to Kiran Kumar sir, former Chairman, ISRO, Secretary, Department of Space, Member Space Commission. Warm welcome to Shri Ganesh Pillai sir, Scientific Secretary, ISRO. Distinguished academicians and members from national research institutes who have joined online. The space enthusiasts, which comprise faculty members and students who have joined through the internet portals, directors and the management council members of the ISRO DOS centers, and the scientists, engineers from ISRO DOS, my dear colleagues. My name is Tirthapatim Das, Director. Important announcement about National Space Science Symposium. Many of you are aware this is a flagship event, scientific event of ISRO. It is a biennial event. And today there will be an important announcement which will be made by Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO. At this juncture, I welcome all of you and invite Scientific Secretary ISRO to set the context of today's deliberation. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, respected Dr. V. Narayan sir, Chairman ISRO, Secretary DOS, and Chairman Space Commission, the A.S. Kiran Kumar sir, Member Space Commission, former Chairman ISRO, and also Chairman of Apex Science Board of ISRO, Center Directors, seniors from academia and research institutes, colleagues and students. It's my honor to welcome you all to this significant event where we look at one of the key areas in space, that is space science. National Space Science Symposium is ISRO's flagship program for space science conducted every 2 years. It brings together all experts in science from ISRO, autonomous bodies, research institutes, and academia across the country. All new science discoveries are unveiled, technological advancements are discussed, and with India's Space Vision 2047 in the background, unveil the roadmap for India's future space exploration. Our journey with National Space Symposium began way back in 1978 at Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. It evolved from the Indian Rocket Society Symposium and was initially known as INCOSPAR Symposium, often preceding the International COSPAR meeting, serving as a vital precursor for India's global contributions. Over the decades, the NSSS has grown tremendously. Its scope broadened from specific rocket science to encompass all aspects of space science, from ground-based studies to spaceborne observation, covering everything from surface to cosmos. Thanks to visionary leaders like Dr. K. Kasturirangan sir, we also successfully integrated the astronomy and astrophysics communities into this common platform, making it truly comprehensive. At its heart, the NSSS remains a premier scientific symposium. Our general scientific sessions were cutting-edge research based on data from missions like Chandrayaan, Aditya L1, Mars Orbiter mission, and our ground-based facilities are presented and rigorously discussed. The symposium in general is a key platform for researchers, scientists, and academicians working across various disciplines of space science. This includes the atmospheric science, near-Earth space, the solar system bodies and their exploration, astronomy, and astrophysics. These sessions are crucial for exchanging scientific results, fostering new collaboration, and pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the universe, the solar system, and our Earth's environment from a space perspective. As you have heard, the symposium has continuously evolved, including significant value addition in 2022 and 2024 to become even more inclusive and generative. We are now poised for the next exciting chapter. In this event, Chairman ISRO and Secretary Department of Space will make a major formal announcement about the forthcoming NSSS 2026 event. He will share key details about its unique features and officially launch its dedicated website, inviting widespread participation. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you very much, sir. Shri H. Kiran Kumar sir, former Chairman, ISRO Secretary DOS, Member Space Commission, has also been the chair of the previous several editions of National Space Science Symposium, and requesting, sir, a few words from you.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. Narayanan, Secretary, Department of Space, and all the members and all the participants of this event. National Space Science Symposium 23rd, which is going to happen in NSSS Shillong, is at a point of time for India where things are changing rapidly. India is moving ahead on many spheres with the Antarctic station and also using moon itself for landing by 2040 actually throws open a huge amount of scientific activities in the space, including life and its various aspects. So Space Science Symposium, unlike in the earlier years, now can see much beyond, and in the next decade, in 2 decades, there are many targets, and if we have to meet those targets and also use all the opportunities available, events which can happen through NSSS actually can be effectively utilized, and it also provides a huge opportunity for the entire country to participate from school level to researcher level, and also in terms of entrepreneurs and private companies, because we are seeing that space is becoming a place of activity for the entire country's various fields, people in the various arenas. And the way the organization of NSSS has been happening, will see significant changes in the coming years, because now it is also going to serve as a platform for finalizing and providing inputs for the newer missions. So in this context, I would like to compliment the team which is working on NSSS and also NESAC for making the necessary preparations and then making sure that the event is going to be of a very significant purpose, and it will set the target for the coming not only years but decades, how India will look at space science activities. Wishing all the very best for current announcement and actual program itself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for having introduced the context of this deliberation. So I now request Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO, sir, to kindly address the gathering and formally announce the forthcoming National Space Science Symposium. Over to you, sir.
Most respected and beloved Kiran Kumar sir, former Secretary Department of Space and the member Space Commission, and my dear colleagues from ISRO, academia, and other R&D organizations. A very, very good afternoon to all of you. You all know our Indian space program was started in the year 1962. And from there, last 63 years, we have come a long way. And, you know, in the area of science-related activities, there was a time everybody was looking only technology-oriented things, and really science was not getting that prominence. Of course, in the initial phase, there were prominence, but then of late, we are concentrating much on the application-oriented thing like Earth observation or remote sensing or resource management or communication, teleeducation. This type of activities were getting prominence. But a country, a organization, really, we cannot keep the science away and do the R&D activities. Today, really, when you look at the space, our organization, there are so much wealth of science data is available. If you look at the missions like Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3, Mars Orbiter mission, AstroSat mission, Aditya L1 mission, and so many missions, the wealth of data available is phenomenal. Chandrayaan 1, when you say that we have found water molecule on moon, and it is not only that, is one portion of it, and the type of wealth of data which we have got through the Chandrayaan 1 mission. In fact, I happened to participate in one of the event where they were presenting, scientists were presenting what type of data has come. And it was very phenomenal data which was there. And then understanding those data, one is you properly instrument and get the data, then analyzing the data, and then changing that as a useful product. It is all very phenomenal work. Now, Chandrayaan 2, I think everybody knows only one thing, it is in soft land. But then when we were writing the performance analysis of Chandrayaan 2, I don't know how many of you are aware, we have concluded the mission is 98% success. And there are a lot of questions. Why 98% success, I would like to say. Say we had a orbiter mission, and of course landing we could not soft land up to beyond 2.1 kilometer. We could not soft land. If you had a soft landed 100 out of 100 score, but the orbiter, which is revolving, originally the design life was hardly 1 year, and then today the life is more than 7 years. And the type of wealth of data what it has pumped, the OHRC camera, on orbiter high resolution camera, 32 centimeter resolution camera, which is the best in the orbit. And there were another 7 payloads. I think every payload is pumping wealth of data. Actually, one has to decipher and change it in the R&D packages or convert as the science data. It's a huge activity. And now come to Aditya L1. Aditya L1, 1520 kg satellite, we have gone and placed for what? It is not going to do any communication. It is not going to do any earth observation, but then it is going to study the entire sun. And we are one among 4 countries having that fantastic satellite. And you should really see the video, how when you say that Corona mass ejection, somebody is dreaming something is going this one, but the way it is getting ejected and one has to study and what type of products are coming out and then all the things one has to really understand. And on January 6th, this is a historical day. Actually, with respect to Aditya L1, one is building the satellite. Second thing is launching. Launching is okay. Today it is like a child play. We are launching. That is one of the event. But main thing is commissioning the satellite in the orbit, taking to the required path and L1 orbit and that plate commissioning. That is another important thing. Now, last 1 year, the data what we have collected, and this year, January 6th, I think 5 terabit data was released out. And I happen to be there, not full time, part of the time, but the type of analysis what is done, type of application which has come out and type of science what has come out. And subsequently, second data was released somewhere in April. And now every day, whenever data is coming, we are releasing something around more than 9 terabit data is released only from Aditya L1. Now take Mars orbital mission. See, one is launching. After launching, you go and capture. But story doesn't end there. Now it is meant for what? Yes, you go to Mars, then for what? For collecting the data, understanding its science and converting to the science products and utilizing for different purpose. This is yet another thing. Now we are talking about, recently we have sent our Gaganyatri, Sukraji to ISS. And to be frank, I was not having time in Bangalore to review the entire activity of science experiments. But then after going there, I could understand. I took 2 reviews to understand really what is that we are going to. Yes, he has gone. Sending is one aspect. Sending is by whom? Some other countries sending, we are paying some money. Yes, he sent. We know with that type of expertise, he will be sent safely. Yes, that is equivalent to a little more than aircraft travel. But then what is the output? The output is, yes, of course, there are confidence level. All those things are coming is experience. Main output is that 7 or 8 science payloads. And I was so much wondering and how the muscle system is behaving in the microgravity environment. And then how the seeds, when it is exposed to microgravity environment, I was trying to understand what is the thing we are going to do when you come back and again grow. I understand that generation after generation, 2-3 generation, the yield characteristics itself is varying. So it's all really so much interesting thing. Now I want to tell one more thing. See, Chandrayaan 4. Chandrayaan 4 is a mission meant for bringing sample and doing lot of experiments. Before Chandrayaan 4, Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 only soft landing. Everybody knows up to the village level, everybody knows soft landing. But then we should understand we had discovered minerals. I think 8 minerals we have discovered. And electron cloud was found out. Seismic activity was found out. And temperature, thermal profile was found out. And say the science community should do one more thing. Say this type of product should not stay with high-end people. Means with PhD, IIT, IIC. This should reach it to the village level. Then only really we are doing justice. Everybody knows Chandrayaan 3 is soft landed, but then how we have found out this one. In fact, I want to tell my knowledge was near zero. After Chandrayaan 3, Kiran Kumar sir was, to be frank, he was voluntarily teaching. He was telling, for example, mineral we have found out. Then he was explaining, for example, somebody is telling manganese is found out. How sure you are that it is manganese? Then he was explaining, yes, the sensor first, manganese is loaded on the payload itself. Yes, it sees this one. Yes, then you know what is the type of characteristics. Then take another photograph, another signature, and just compare 1:1. Then you conclude. You know, it is now science is not a pure science; it is applied science. Basically, technology plus science together only can yield proper results. So that is one area. Another thing is now when it comes to Sukraji has gone and he is doing experiments, 7 experiments. Each experiment really it is fantastic thing. And now my worry is when you talk about future, huge investment we are going to make. For example, we are going to make space station. You know, to make a space station with placing 52-ton mass, yes, sending the people for what? Okay, we can send from Trivandrum to Bangalore. Why we are sending to space? Then we have to really do useful, meaningful, scientific experiments. Otherwise, really, we are not doing justice. It is in that context, I also told Kiran Kumar sir, we have to have a serious thing. In fact, we have to put exclusively on project director for science experiments itself. Otherwise, it is always taking as a sideline. Somebody is building the rocket, somebody is making the payload, and it is going. But then for what? And here we have to really concentrate from the very beginning, what is that we are going to do? And each experiment should be meticulously planned. In fact, there are foreign universities I happen to visit. They are doing different class of science experiments. And here we have to really give due importance. We are having PRL, we are having NSSS team, we are having different labs, even IAST. So we have to really concentrate on all these things. And I am very, and then coming to when we talk about building a space station, surely lot of science has to happen. Otherwise, we are not justifying the budget, money what we are going to spend. Then we are talking about crewed mission to moon. For what? Already I am asked questions, not from outside, within my house itself. People are asking how much money? 30,000 crore. 30,000 crore for what? And now I want to tell you one bad experience. Please understand, don't mistake me, don't take it negative way, take it in a positive way. Chandrayaan 4 project report approval has come. And as a director of LPSC, I have got the paper on my thesis on the finance approval. I was seeing something around 2,800 crore or something. I made phone call to 4 senior people. I asked simple question. Almost 300 kg of sample is brought back from moon surface. Now 2,800 crore or 2,700 crore we are going to spend. And not only money is one aspect. Thousands of people with the top ranking caliber were involved in this mission. I asked, what is that you are expecting out of it? Have you done a survey of the 300 kg sample, what is brought out and what is the publication? I am disappointed. Very senior people. They could not answer. Now I called my librarian, LPSC librarian. I told, say tomorrow you go to a university or a college. If they ask 2,800 crore you are spending for what, we have to answer. This is our responsibility. We cannot come out. They brought out literature, thousands of pages. And you please understand, in the world, on the sample written, experimentation on that, thousands of page worth of scientific data is available. Whatever they would have brought, maybe only 1/3. And what is our contribution? Nothing. So we have to really understand, appreciate and contribute. And if you say that this is somebody has done, then Chandrayaan, the water molecule would not have been found out on moon's orbit, even though a lot of people have gone. And it is India, of course, with the support of American, their payload was also there, we have found out. So like that, lot of things has to come and we have to keep our eye open and we have to do a lot of science. And another one, exoplanet discovery. It's not a small discovery. And then how they are discovering. So this type of aspect. So really science and science is going to play a crucial role. Application is important. Telecommunication is important. Fishery potential zone monitoring is important. But fundamental research and development activities on science is very crucial. One is making the product, understanding it. Very important thing I want to tell the program office. It is your responsibility to ensure taking to village people. Actually, when we go to our village, they should tell that Chandrayaan 3 found this. These are all the things, minerals. So taking out is also another important event. Now I am very happy that we are having this program. And probably, to be frank and honest, 10 years back, if you would have called me to this, I would have told that we are wasting my time. I would have simply gone out. But today, with a little more maturity, little more understanding of the entire system, I feel this is one of the crucial area we have to contribute significantly. And the country, as a whole country, we have to really work towards this. And NSSS, I happen to go there. One of the outstanding setup they are having. and excellent people. And this is the third major edition. I think first edition happened in Calcutta. I sir, if I'm correct, even though it started 1978 onward, 2022 happened there. 2024 was in Goa. And I want to tell those who are going to participate this more than science, you will enjoy that place itself. So I request most of the people, please come to NESAT. I missed, even though I worked in ISRO 41 years, 40 years I consider I have wasted without seeing that NESAT. It is such a fantastic place, and they are organizing and outstanding team. I am not telling direct alone. Direct alone doesn't matter. Everybody is outstanding team. They are going to organize. So on this occasion, first of all, I have to thank Kiran Kumar sir. I don't know how he's having energy, taking everywhere very interest. And one more point I want to tell, the contribution. Already Gaganyaan continuation program is rolled out. And we have got 20,000 crore project approval, including the first module of the BAS and docking with the ISS, docking with the first module and Gaganyaan second thing. So we have got a clear roadmap. Approval has come. Now Chandrayaan roadmap is now written down in golden letters, and the credit goes to Kiran Kumar sir and the entire team. And very nicely they have brought out. When 2040 we have to have a crewed mission landing. From that they have worked back. 2 uncrewed mission landing has to happen. Then 1 module going to orbiter module with long time. That has to be done. Then before that, the core technologies, whatever is there, 1 technology demonstration module has to happen. So roadmap is very clear. Now it is our responsibility to take it forward and get it done. But please understand, this country is not a country like 50 years back. When you go to even school level, they are going to ask questions. Yes, you are going to land on moon for what? 30,000 crore, we are going to spend our 25,000 for what? And you are going to have 2 uncrewed mission. What is the type of money you are spending? You invest in a village, overnight people will become rich. It is all of our responsibility to answer this question in a systematic way. Unless we do proper scientific experiment, we cannot justify. So let us concentrate, focus on science. My humble suggestion is, please do a literature survey. So much work is done. We are ignorant about the even published literatures, and let us frame proper experiments. And don't do the work in the last minute, simply bringing some experiment and pushing it inside. We are not going to allow. So let us do a systematic job. So towards all these things, this 23rd National Space Science Symposium, what we are going to have in a fantastic, beautiful place. And I have heard earlier days when I used to read Tamil, people used to say Tamilians are famous for very good hospitality. But when I was there in NESAC for 5 days, the Tamil Nadu hospitality is not even 1/10 of this hospitality. So you all will enjoy there with their hospitality and place. And let us really systematically do this symposium. With that, let me thank people like Kiran Kumar sir and all the academicians who are participating. And let me request all of you to contribute in a big way and make it as a grand successful. With that, let me formally announce the launching of the 23rd National Space Science Symposium today, and which is going to happen, I think, by 2026 in a beauteous ISRO place and one of the best place in NESAC. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. We are requesting you to kindly launch the website of the symposium. Click. Sir, thank you very much.
One more thing before I conclude, say you have to put everything, and when you complete the symposium, there should be at least some 5 books should be available.
Yes.
At least 5 books should be available, not in a small binding here and there. It should be standard books. Okay.
Right, sir. And we take your advice very much passionately and seriously. We are very happy to tell you, sir, under the guidance of Kiran Kumar, sir, we are having a big program after this announcement till the main event in terms of outreach and taking our countrymen along with this program. So I now invite Director of NESAC, Northeastern SAC, to share briefly his thoughts. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Most respected Chairman ISRO, Secretary DOS, Dr. V. Narayan sir, Dr. A.S. Kiran Kumar, former Chairman ISRO, Chairman Apex Science Board ISRO, Chairman of National Organizing Committee of NSSS 2026, Scientific Secretary of ISRO, Center Directors, officials from R&D organizations and academic institutions, colleagues from ISRO, NESEC, and members of National Organizing Committee, Scientific Organizing Committee, and Local Organizing Committee of NSSS 2026. Sir, we feel privileged and honored to get this opportunity to host the prestigious National Space Science Symposium at Northeastern Space Application Center. This will be the second time that this event will be hosted in Northeast region. Earlier it was in Dibrugarh University, and this time in NESEC. For this, from core of my heart, I would like to thank Chairman ISRO and Chairman Apex Science Board, Dr. Kiran Kumar sir, for considering NESEC for this event. The website of this event has been built completely in-house by NESEC with guidance from NOC and SOC as well as the SPO ISRO headquarters. The site went through the standard audits by ISRO Inter-Center Committee. As told by NOC during the last meeting, this website could form the standardized benchmark for the future National Space Science Symposium. Several new features have been included in this website, including dedicated page for each registered delegate to submit and manage their abstract. This will ensure seamless review of the submission and communication of the decisions to the authors. The website will have all information required, including accommodation, travel, technical program, contact details, places to visit, how to reach, etc. We have also prepared a brochure with all necessary information to give wider circulation about this very important event. Preparation of the symposium are progressing in full swing at Northeastern Space Application Center. We have already constituted the local organizing committee along with the several subcommittees to oversee the various activities required for the successful conduct of the symposium. As part of NSSS 2026, we have planned extensive outreach program starting from July 2025 to promote space science research in Northeast region as well as familiarize the academic institutes of this region about the data and infrastructure available for space science research in our country. About 100 selected students shall be sponsored to attend the National Space Science Symposium 2026 and present their ideas in dedicated student session. Sir, I am hopeful that National Space Science Symposium will break all the records in terms of registered delegate, that was I'm thinking, and number of abstract and overall NSS standards. On behalf of local organizing committee and NESEC, and on behalf of Honorable Chairman Governing Council, Dr. B. Narayan sir, I warmly invite everyone present here and the entire Indian Space Science Fraternity to join us in Shillong in February 2026 to celebrate Indian Space Program, which is now very big as told by Chairman ISRO, and explore new ideas and inspire the next generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And we all acknowledge the kind of effort which the NSAC team is putting, and we look forward to witnessing a great space and symposium there. And I also put on record the meticulous effort put by the Vice Chancellor of IIST, Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, who also happens to be the chair of the Scientific Organizing Committee. So under his leadership and guidance of the members, we are framing a very good program which will be impactful. And before we conclude, we would like to demonstrate a 3-minute video which shows the basic features of the symposium website. Could you please play the video? So thank you very much, and we conclude this session with an expectation of huge participation of the academicians, research institutes, startups, and even industries in this National Space Science Symposium 2026. And we would welcome abstracts for the session and looking forward to meeting you in NSAC Umiam during the last week of February 2026. With this program comes to an end. Jai Hind.
Thank you.
You are the scientific committee